interpret our result. ठीक है? So now next, write down according to the table value. According to table value, which is at 90, we'll check for 95% confidence interval. So 95% पे table value होती है 1.96. ठीक है? So table value को use करके हम एक अपनी limit बनाएंगे, एक interval बनाएंगे. So that interval lies between the expected value plus minus 1.96 times the standard deviation. Standard deviation. ठीक है? So एक हमारे पास lower limit आएगी expected value of k minus 1.96 standard deviation करके, और upper limit आएगी expected value of k plus 1.96 standard deviation करके. So हमारा mean कितना आ रहा है? Mean is 16.75 and standard deviation is 2.74. So 16.75 plus minus 1.96 into 2.74 or 75. तो हमारी लोअर लिमिट आती है अप्रोक्सीमेटली 11. इसको आप सॉल्व करोगे तो लोअर लिमिट आएगी अप्रोक्सीमेटली 11 और अपर लिमिट आएगी अप्रोक्सीमेटली 22. ठीक है? So now we have to see, जो हमने k define किया था, k was the number of times the signs were changing. So k was 5 in our case. So we have to check if this 5 is lying between this interval or not. ठीक है? If it lies between this interval, then we say there is no problem of autocorrelation. But in our case, 5 is outside the interval. So this implies that there is a problem of autocorrelation. Okay?
मैम हमने 95% ही क्यों लिया है? हम इसी जगह कुछ और भी तो ले सकते थे.
बेटा 99% बहुत प्रिसाइज हो जाता है. Usually all the estimates are not significant at 99%. 95 is a safer percentage.
Okay मैम.
ठीक है? और 10% पे हम usually check नहीं करते because 10% ज्यादा लो हो जाता है. 90% तो ज्यादा लो हो जाता है. Okay, is this clear? This test? The next third test that we move to, this is an important test और ये आगे बहुत जगह econometrics में use होता है. So this test is called the Durbin-Watson D statistic. Durbin-Watson D statistic. So there's a formula for this. This is the formula to find out the value of t. Summation t from 2 till n, mu t minus 1 the whole square, divided by summation t from 1 till n, mu t square. Okay. So now there are few points under this. The first point is that this test is designed for the autocorrelation of first order. First order autocorrelation means that that autocorrelation is present in the first degree itself. That is कि दो consecutive terms हैं mu t minus 1. इन दोनों के बीच में ही autocorrelation है. ठीक है, that is the first order autocorrelation. ये दोनों को जब हम first difference करेंगे equations का, तो हमारे पास autocorrelation factor की value आ जाएगी. Then there is a presence of intercept term in the model. Then next point, there is no autoregressive term in the model. ऑटो रिग्रेसिव टर्म वो होता है जो लेफ्ट हैंड साइड पे जो हमारा टर्म है, जैसे फॉर एग्जांपल इफ वी हैव yt on the left hand side, then this yt is also present on the right hand side. So say if we have yt minus 1 which is present on the right hand side, this becomes an auto regressive term. Okay, so if this auto-regressive term is present, then we cannot use this Durbin-Watson-Lee statistic. Fourth point, ये the property है xt की. xt is non-stochastic or fixed in repeated sampling. xt is the independent term, so it should not keep on changing. And last point here is, there should be no missing observation. Okay, so now we'll do small derivation. This was the formula that I wrote in the beginning. I'm writing it again. I will open the brackets in the numerator. summation inside. Have all of you reached up till here?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So now, to simplify this further, we say that we assume that the number of observations are very large. Okay, so write down, if the number of observations are very large, then we take the summation mu t square similar to summation mu t minus 1 square. ठीक है, the square of these error terms, हम बोलते हैं अगर बहुत ज्यादा observations है तो इनके बीच में कोई इतना considerable difference नहीं होगा. So we can write them interchangeably. We can write mu t 1 square or mu t square equals to mu t minus 1 square. तो जो हमारा previous वाला हमने last step लिखा है उसमें हम mu t की जगह अब mu t square की जगह we will write mu t minus 1 square. So this becomes d, और इसको भी हम ये सिमिलर वाला साइन लगाएंगे. ठीक है, this is similar to we'll not change the single terms, we'll just change the square terms. So we'll take the LCM and take out 2 common. Minus t minus 1 t common. So this is the value of d which we've come up. Mark this as 1. Any doubt till here? बोलो बेटा.
Ma'am, can we cut mu t minus 1 in this also the last part that we have done? Why haven't we cut that with the square in the denominator?
क्या कह रहे हो बेटा? Please repeat.
And the last term we have mu t minus 1 whole square in the denominator, and in numerator we have mu t minus 1. So can we cut that also?
No बेटा, ये समेशन है. समेशन है, इंडिविजुअल टर्म्स नहीं है. आप नहीं कट कर सकते हो.
Okay, ma'am.
Now after this entire term can also be substituted for something. Let's see what. हमने एक किया था correlation factor, if you remember. Auto correlation factor, जिसको हमने define किया था रो से. ठीक है, हमने उसमें equation बनाई थी mu t rho times mu t minus 1 plus vt, where vt doesn't have a problem of autocorrelation, right? And this is the autocorrelation factor which tells us that there is autocorrelation between mu t and mu t minus 1. Okay? So अगर ये वाली equation पे हम OLS लगाते हैं, ये वाली equation को इससे compare करो. इससे कंपेयर करो. ये वाली इक्वेशन में हम OLS लगाते थे, बीटा की वैल्यू निकालते थे. तो बीटा की वैल्यू क्या आती थी? summation xt yt divided by summation xt square. This was the formula, right? So यहाँ पर भी हम अगर ये वाली इक्वेशन को OLS लगाते हैं, then we can find out the value of rho cap. So according to the formula, this will be mu t minus 1 mu t divided by mu t minus 1 square. Right?
Yes, ma'am.
So now this is similar to the one जो हमने पीछे निकाला है. तो हम यहाँ पर इसको substitute कर सकते हैं. So using this rho cap, equation 1 can be written as d equals to 2 into 1 minus rho cap. ठीक है, और जो rho cap है उसकी value lies between -1 and 1. So now this row is lying between -1 and +1. ठीक है, तो अब row से हम अपनी interpretation कर सकते हैं. If the value of row is -1, then we say there is perfect negative correlation. ठीक है, और रो को -1 आप यहाँ पे डालोगे So then D की value will come out to be 4. Okay. If rho cap is 0, then we say there is no correlation or there is no problem of autocorrelation, and D's value will come out to be 2. And if rho तीसरी value हम लेते हैं is 1, then we say there is perfect correlation and D's value in that case will be 0. Okay, everybody's come till here. Any doubt till here? So now after this हमने उसको theoretically बता दिया है and mathematically बता दिया है. Now through a graph we have to tell what kind of autocorrelation is present. So हमारे पास डर्बन वॉटसन की दो वैल्यूज दी होती हैं DL and DU. ठीक है, इससे हम अपने ग्राफ को कंस्ट्रक्ट करते हैं. ठीक है, so the first value is 0. Then यहाँ पर हम DL को लोकेट करते हैं, फिर DU को लोकेट करते हैं. The middle of this is 2. ठीक है, बिकॉज हमारी वैल्यूज D की कहां से कहां तक आ रही है, 0 to 4 आ रही है. ठीक है, तो हम ये 0 to 4 में ही डिवाइड करते हैं. तो ये वाली वैल्यू है हमारी 4 minus DU, 4 minus DL, and this last value is 4. So we've divided different sections. If the value of D lies between 0 to DL, then we say there is positive correlation or autocorrelation is present. अब ये लास्ट वाले पे आओ. If the value lies here, then we say there is negative autocorrelation. ठीक है, if the value lies between this area, then we say there is no autocorrelation. ठीक है, तो अगर हम लोग null hypothesis बनाते हैं कि autocorrelation is there, so in these areas we reject our null hypothesis, and in this we accept our null hypothesis. ठीक है. So now I haven't talked about these areas now. ये वाले areas के बारे में मैंने बात नहीं करी. So these are those areas which are called the indecisive zones. ये वाले areas को बोलते हैं indecisive zone. So if the autocorrelation lies between these zones, then this Durbin-Watson has a drawback here also. Then we cannot find out if autocorrelation is present or not. So any doubt in this, please ask. Is this method clear? It's a very important method. Is it clear? At least respond yes or no.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, I'll move ahead now. So the next test, that's the fourth test. It is called the large sample test. Okay, so large sample test, as the name says, if the sample size is very large, then we can use this test. So there's just a formula for this. Under root of n, rho cap, we compare it to, or it follows a normal distribution with mean 0 and 1 standard deviation of variance, and their value is compared to Z table. ठीक है, ये वाले term की value under root of n into rho cap, it is compared to the Z table. ठीक है, यहाँ पर हम रो कैप की जगह डी के टर्म्स में भी ये फॉर्मूला लिख सकते हैं. ठीक है, so there's just the formula in this method. It's compared to the table value, Z value, and if the calculated value is less than the table value, then we say we accept the null hypothesis, otherwise we reject the null hypothesis. Then the next test is BG test, or this is also called the LM test. BG is after the two econometricians, Brosh, Godfrey. And LM, this is also called the Lagrange multiplier test. So, write down. This test overcomes many problems or drawbacks. So we'll start with this model. फिर स्टेप्स लिखो। अप्लाई OLS and calculate UT cap. Then we take mu T cap equals to alpha plus beta xt plus rho 1 cap Now this we've described our mu t in terms of this equation. ठीक है, यहाँ पर ये सारे rows जो हैं, these are all the correlation autocorrelation coefficients, and the lag value of these coefficients is going up till p. So p is the lag value of the estimated error terms or the residuals. ठीक है, so third step is apply OLS and we use the formula n minus p r square and is compared to the chi-square table value for p degrees of freedom. So again, if the calculated value is less than the table value, this is same for all. Then we accept the null hypothesis, and if the calculated value is greater than the table value, then we reject the null hypothesis.
Ma'am, R square here is the coefficient of determination.
हाँ जी बेटा, capital R square is the coefficient of determination. Okay, so इस मेथड के दो ड्रॉबैक्स हैं. And now I don't have space. I'll write down here only, or you can write down the first drawback. लिखो. What reverse values need to be taken is a problem. What reverse values need to be taken is a problem. रिवर्स वैल्यूज मतलब जो हम लैग्ड वैल्यूज ले रहे हैं, म्यूटी -1, म्यूटी -2, म्यूटी -3. Now how to determine these values, that again is not very clearly defined in this method. And the second problem is how to calculate the value of P. How to calculate the value of P, that is the lag length. Okay, later on, Durbin-Watson did not give us a method to find out the value of P, how to calculate the value of P. But later on, there were many other methods which came and which discovered the calculation of P. So one of the methods was, which now is used, is the Akaike and the Schwaff's information criteria. This is the method which is used to find out the value of P. Akaike and Schwaff's information criteria. This was not given by Durbin-Watson. Okay. Is this clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So now we come to the remedial measures. Just a small portion I'll do because we're not left with much time. Up next heading do remedial measures. So remedial measures हमें क्या बताते हैं, that now after the test, if we know that there is a problem of autocorrelation, how can we correct that problem? Okay, so there are two things. Either we know the value of autocorrelation factor or we don't know the value. ठीक है, so दोनों केस में हमारा remedial measure क्या होगा? So we take the first case when the value of rho is known to us. Then how can we correct this problem? So there are very simple derivations under this. So this is our model which has a problem of autocorrelation, and we number this as 1. And we say that there is autocorrelation and expected value of mu t -1 is not equal to 0. So mu t is equals to rho times mu t -1 plus Vt, where Vt or expected value of Vt -1 equals to 0. ठीक है, ये सारी चीज हमने पहले से जो हम लिखते आ रहे हैं उस चीज को रिपीट किया. Now we will write this equation for time period t -1. ठीक है, we have to find the first difference. हमने t का लिखा है. So for period t -1, equation 1 becomes yt -1 equals to beta 1 plus beta 2 xt -1 mu t -1. And this is our third equation. ठीक है, अब देखो हम कैसे मॉडिफाई करते हैं अपनी इक्वेशन को. अब हमारे पास फर्स्ट इक्वेशन और थर्ड इक्वेशन है. Now next what we are going to do is इक्वेशन 1 माइनस रो टाइम्स इक्वेशन 3. अब आपने ये वाला ऑपरेशन लगाना है. सो दिस विल बी yt माइनस रो टाइम्स yt माइनस 1. सारे म्यूटी माइनस 1 म्यूटी वाले टर्म्स को इकट्ठे लिखते. कम टू अ फाइनल इक्वेशन. I'll take out common. पहले हम बीटा 1 वाले टर्म को लिखते हैं. फिर बीटा 2. Now this expression from equation 2 can be written as Vt. यहाँ तक कोई डाउट किसी को? Everybody is reached till here?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Okay. अब हमने बस क्या करना है, ये अपनी फाइनल इक्वेशन को डिफरेंट पैरामीटर्स में मॉडिफाई करना है. तो ये पूरे एक्सप्रेशन को yt माइनस रो yt माइनस 1 को हम लिख देते हैं yt स्टार इक्वल्स टू बीटा 1 स्टार प्लस बीटा 2 स्टार xt स्टार. एंड जो हमारा एरर टर्म है, एरर टर्म क्या बन गया अब हमारा vt. So we've come to this equation. So now we say that this is the remedial measure or this is the solution. इसमें there is no problem of autocorrelation. Why? Because हमने अपने error term को modify कर लिया है. हमारा error term अब vt है, जिसको हमने define किया था. It doesn't have any problem of autocorrelation. ठीक है, तो हमारी प्रॉब्लम इस इक्वेशन के साथ सॉल्व हो गई है. क्लियर? So tomorrow we'll do the other method in which the rho cap is not known or the autocorrelation factor is not known. ठीक है. And another thing I wanted to ask all of you कि आप लोगों ने decide किया है कि आपने option